Hey everybody, Adam Payne here with the Video Marketing Insider, and in this video we're going to look at how to take out a YouTube ad. Now before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you go back and watch the previous video which covers the different kinds of YouTube ads that you can take out. Now if you want to watch that video, there are a few ways you can do that. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can click the little eye on the top right of the screen that's appeared now, and that will take you to the video. Or if you're watching this on the Video Marketing Insider blog, then the video is just above this one on the page. So let's get to it and let's look at how you can take out a YouTube ad. So first things first, you need to come to your Google Ads interface, and you need to come to the section where you create a new campaign, and you're presented with a whole range of options. Now, if you know exactly what you're trying to do, maybe you're trying to drive more traffic to a website, maybe you want to get more leads, get more sales to your e-commerce store, then you can choose the one that's right for you. But to make it easier in this video, we're going to choose this one, create a campaign without a goals guidance. And we're going to, of course, choose video, and we're going to have a standard video campaign. So we'll hit continue. And the first thing we're going to have to do is give our campaign a name. Now this is for our reference only, so I will just call this VMI Demo Campaign. And this is because if you come back into your interface later and you've got several ads running, you want to be able to understand which one relates to which video. So this is just to make life easier for you. There are certain conventions that we advocate when you go out and set up your campaign name, but for now we'll leave it at this. Next thing you have to do is put your budget in, so you can choose between daily or campaign total. So let's say you want to spend $20 per day. Now, delivery method, you either get standard or accelerated. Just leave it at standard for now, because this means it will spend all your money really quickly. Now, if you've got money to spend, this will get you some data more quickly, of course, but for the average person, standard is fine. Start and end dates, that's pretty obvious. If your video ad pertains to an affiliate product, for example, that's on sale over a set period of time, maybe it's a seasonal campaign, it's for Valentine's Day or it's for Halloween, then that's going to be important. So choose what's best for you there. Next, you have your bidding strategy. Now, we're going to leave this at maximum cost per view. This is basically the most that you are willing to pay each time your ad is viewed. Now, you're not actually going to pay that. That's just how much you're willing to pay at a maximum. And we'll actually put a figure in further on down the line. Now, networks, this is important. Now, if you're running an in-stream ad, you're going to want to go for YouTube videos. If you want to run a discovery ad, I advocate YouTube search results, and I would always uncheck this personally because it just doesn't give the best results that we've found. So let's imagine that we're going to run an in-stream ad, so then we'll click that one off and we'll just do YouTube videos. Then we'll come down and we'll choose languages. So in this case, if you're running to an English audience, you'll choose English. Again, it's fairly self-explanatory. Even if you're advertising in a variety of different countries, I would still choose the language that your offer is in. So in this case, we'll go for English. I've got Japan by default because that's where I am, but I could choose enter another location and I could start typing stuff in. Now I could just start typing in this and I could choose United Kingdom. I could also, for example, put Las Vegas, so I could type in a city. You could even get granular with, if you click on the advanced search, you can use this map, or you can type in zip codes, or you can go via radius if you want to do local marketing. There's a few cool things that we'll do there. Let's just get rid of the Las Vegas for now. Scroll down, inventory type, leave it at standard. Excluded content, if we click on this, you'll find that these are all unchecked by default. That's fine. Now, if you come on the next one here, what I would do is I would uncheck this and check these three. For example, if someone's playing a game, if there's a video being live streamed, it's very hard to get their attention onto your ad because, you know, they're playing a game, they're busy, they're watching a live stream, so they're busy. So I would just, you know, exclude those and uncheck that. That seems to work best for us. Now, ad group name, so I might call this VMI Demo, and I could put, for example, placements. Now, this is going to make sense later. Placements. Demographics, if you know the demographics of whatever it is you're doing, you can play around with this here. If you're only targeting a female audience, you want to uncheck male, for example. I would always leave unknown checked every single time because the large majority of people when they're watching YouTube videos, they're not always logged into their Gmail account, so Google doesn't exactly know who they are. So this actually makes up a large percentage of each category. So I'd always leave those checked. You can leave as many checked as you want. Always leave unknown checked, and the others are going to be dependent on what you're doing. Now you've got a variety of different kind of targeting. You can target via keywords. So if you're targeting, let's say for example, how to lose weight, you can put the keyword in here, and you can use any of the keyword tools that are out there to get a variety of different keywords related to this particular term, and you can put them in line by line, and then you can add them. That's if you're targeting keywords. Let's close that up. You can target via topics. So for example, you can come down here, and if you find something related to what you're doing, you can click on this little arrow and get slightly more granular. It's going to be dependent. You might always not find what you're looking for in here, but you can have a look for yourself. Placements, and if you remember, this is what we put for our ad group name. This is when you can put your ad in front of other videos, hence in-stream ad. So to do this, you'll need to basically get a load of YouTube channel URLs or YouTube video URLs. So if I click on YouTube videos, now search by word or phrase. So let's just say you're in the copywriting niche. I could type in the word copywriting and see what that brings up. And then what it'll do is it'll go and search. Now, this can be a little bit time consuming. Nothing came up for that. So let's put, let's do the lose weight idea. Lose weight. Let's see what comes up for that. Okay, YouTube videos. We've got all these videos which we can put our ad in front of. And if I go through and check these, they populate over here. And then if we run our ad, there's a potential, if we get everything else right, that our video ad will appear in front of these videos. Now you can do this manually, of course, or there are softwares online which really do make this a lot quicker. So that's placements. Now, once you've got all your placements in here, and you can get a lot of placements, you can have hundreds of videos in here if you want, you then need to put in your bidding strategy. This is called your maximum cost per view bid, the highest amount you're willing to pay for someone to view your video ad. So let's just put, for example, 50 cents in here. Okay, then we've got to create our ad. So you need to have your video to put in here. Now I've got a video prepared, it's not my video, but I've just got a random video. I'll put that in there. Okay, the video pops up. I want this to be an in-stream ad. So because it's an in-stream ad, different options appear. Now I first of all need to put my URL where I want people to go to. So it's mywebsite.com/sales, for example. And then this is the display URL. This is what people are going to see. This is quite long. So I might just have mywebsite.com, and I'd put the HTTPS in front of it. We'll choose, make sure you get the right one here. Call to action, if you want one, you can check that, and you can put a call to action. So you could put watch now, or you could put, buy now, or you could put learn more, but you don't have many characters to play with. So you can have a little bit of copy in here. And if you want to, you can upload an image which is 300 by 60 pixels, which will appear on the right hand side of your ad. And you can see things start to populate in here as you do it. And that's pretty much that. Now, as you can see here, based on what we've done, we are estimated to get between 620 to 2.3 thousand views. The average cost per view is going to between here. We're going to spend between 60 and 100% of our budget. So you can kind of get this information in here. Now, you might not spend your whole budget, so you've got to try and increase your bid or broaden your targeting. Well, as you remember, our targeting, we just did a few funny things to show you how to do it. You want to put a lot more videos in here and potentially up your bid. With YouTube, it works in a kind of auction system. So if you've got 3 people going after the same targets, YouTube's going to show the video to the person that's bid the highest. So as a rule, we always recommend that you bid high, but you budget low. If you've budgeted $20 per day, Google won't spend more than that. But if you make a mistake and you budget $100 a day, there's a high chance that Google will spend all your money. And if you can't afford it, you're in trouble. So make sure that you budget within your means, but you bid high so that there's a potential that your ad gets shown. So that is just an introduction to YouTube as a whole. Now, if we clicked on video discovery ad instead, you could see that then you could pick a thumbnail, and then you would put some headline and a couple of lines of copy in. So it would be slightly different in that respect. But pretty much that's it. I mean, discovery ads or in-stream ads, this is how you set them up. Now, of course, there's a lot more information to it. There's a lot more detail to it. There are a lot more nuances on a case-by-case basis. There are things that you need to know when it comes to, the link that you put in, for example, for in-stream ads. It must be AdWords compliant. It must tick a bunch of boxes. You need to know your numbers beforehand. You need to have your funnel set up. So there is a lot that goes into learning YouTube ads to a high level. This video is just meant to show you inside of the Google Ads interface, so you kind of get a beginner's idea of what to do. If you'd like to learn more, then I'll leave a link below this video on YouTube, and there'll be a link on the VMI blog where you can learn more about YouTube ads and other things that are video related. But other than that, thank you for watching these 2 videos. If you like these videos, let us know in the comments section. And other than that, thanks, and we'll see you soon.